Amigos de Genealogía, estoy muy contenta de tener a una invitada muy especial. Yo voy a practicar mi inglés y ella va a practicar su español, pero me pareció tan importante tener esta plática con una abogada de entretenimiento. Ella es Candice Stephenson, dueña, presidenta, fundadora de una compañía de entretenimiento que se llama Posh Rebel. De eso vamos a hablar más adelante, pero buenas tardes. ¿Cómo estás, Candice?
Buenas tardes, muy bien, ¿cómo estás?
Qué gusto saludarte y gracias por aceptar la invitación de hablar de muchas cosas importantes acerca de lo que tú haces, una abogada de entretenimiento, una entertainment, bueno, se dice entertainment lawyer, right?
Sí, correcto.
¿Por qué te gustó estudiar esta carrera? ¿Te gusta el chisme? You like gossip.
No. No, we don't like gossip.
You like to be around influencers and famous musicians, singers, such as Carol G, for example. But you're like the good angel talking to them in their ear, like, please be sure not to say that.
Well,
What is
yes, I try to do that with my talent. Unfortunately, Carol G is not one of my clients yet, but maybe one day.
Oh, okay, but tell me about your clients. Like, who do you work with?
So ahora yo ay Dios mío.
Just
Okay.
let's do it in English.
No, we can do it in Spanish. I'm just a little nervous. Okay. Ahora trabajo con música y contenido para Daddy Yankee, Anuel, Alex Rose, Dímelo Flo, ¿qué más?
I
Ah,
heard, ya oí gente muy importante, Daddy Yankee y Anuel.
sí,
Coincidentally, casualmente, Daddy Yankee y Anuel hace poco tuvieron un problema con su catálogo musical,
sí.
que hay que tener mucho cuidado para los nuevos artistas cuando empiezan a lanzar sus canciones. ¿Cómo un artista se puede proteger para que sus canciones realmente tengan todos sus derechos por el resto de la existencia y cubrirlos de tal manera que nadie pueda aprovecharse de una creación de ellos, de su autoría?
Okay, I think I understood most of that. Let's see.
How how a new artist can protect their intellectual rights? Like if I write a song and I'm a new artist, what is the first step that I should take in order to protect my mi obra, what I'm doing,
Okay,
my property?
first thing is to hire a lawyer to register your copyright, to make sure that you understand your contracts, that you know what sort of deals you're getting into, and that you have split sheets when you're leaving the studio.
So, lo primero que tienen que hacer, dice Candice, es contratar un abogado que les pueda leer los contratos e interpretar los contratos de esta manera. Ustedes van a saber en qué se están
Froze.
metiendo.
You froze. Do you mind repeating the question?
I was trying to translate. So I was saying that the first time that you recommend is to hire a lawyer or make the lawyer to review the contracts. Am I right?
Correct.
¿Cómo, por ejemplo, tú aconsejas a un artista cuando tiene una canción en donde, por ejemplo, menciona el nombre de su ex? ¿Qué le dirías, por ejemplo, es ¿tú me escuchas en estos momentos? Sí.
I'm sorry, you froze. Hold on.
Uh,
Okay, I think you're back. Okay.
I want to talk about Shakira and Piqué. I've been very curious about this song because both are huge idols, right? One in sports and the other one in the music field. Is it possible that Piqué may hire a lawyer and say she is talking bad about me? I want to sue her because Shakira in this case, Shakira me está desprestigiando. Quiero contratar un abogado para que deje de usar mi apellido en esa canción. And we all know what song we're talking about.
See, yes, it's a very good song. Um, I don't know the laws in Europe, but I think it's very unlikely he would sue in the US. The only thing he could sue for in the US is probably defamation. And he's going to have to prove that everything she's saying about him is not true.
Oh, ok, ya empezando por ahí, ya Piqué las lleva déjenles traduzco. Candice está diciendo que probablemente en Europa no, o bueno, ella no conoce las leyes en Europa, pero en Estados Unidos tendría muy pocas posibilidades de que Piqué pueda poner una demanda porque tendría que demostrar que lo que Shakira está diciendo en esa canción es mentira.
Sí.
Y el problema se haría mucho más grande.
Yes, and also the problem is he probably doesn't want anyone to know what the actual truth is.
¿Tú crees que la chica en este caso, Clara, right? Because she mentioned the
Strawberry jam.
the strawberry
The
jam.
strawberry-
You like gossip. Do you think Clara will be able to sue Shakira for that, or is the same? Isn't the same
Well,
position?
I mean, she doesn't really mention her, right? She doesn't call her mention her by name. She doesn't say anything personal about her. She just talks about her relationship with Pique. So the mistress or the new girlfriend doesn't really have anything to sue for. Except for public embarrassment, but that's something she caused on herself.
Ya, y eso es demasiado como, sí, es difícil identificar si realmente la está dañando psicológicamente. Lo que dice Candice es que sería, pues que en realidad no menciona su nombre, sino da una idea solamente, que se llama Clara, pero no menciona su nombre eh, claramente. Ah,
Exactly.
hablando, por ejemplo, de las redes sociales, you work with a lot of influencers too.
See.
Um, algunas canciones que son muy populares las retoman a capela, just the lyrics, or
Yes.
probably I just want to sing the song in my social media. What if I go viral with a very well known song? Is that any way that the original author can take some of my profits?
Well, I mean, you don't really make money off of. Well, I should take that back. You haven't really released a song just because you put it on social media. The truth is, you're supposed to use cleared music on social media. So if you notice, if you put songs on Instagram that's not clear, they might take it down because they have their catalog that they've already worked out the licensing for. So you can have it on Instagram or TikTok. But if I come and just start singing a song, the platforms may take it down. But the truth is, if you release the music as an actual single or an album, then you're gonna have to get permission from the copyright owners. You should have permission to put it on social media anyway. If you don't, the social media platforms are likely going to take it down before you even get a chance to go viral. And if they don't, once you go viral, you run the risk of the copyright owner asking you to take it down. Or, if you want to release it as a song, you're definitely going to have to go out and get permission from them.
Básicamente, Candice, lo que dices, cuando subas una canción, aunque la estés cantando tú solo con tu guitarra, deberías de tener el permiso del autor para poder eh, tocar esa canción en social media, aunque muchas de las plataformas, yo diría que todas, ya tienen identificadas canciones eh, que de alguna manera te dicen no, te dan un banderazo rojo, una advertencia de no puedes publicar esta canción porque estás infringiendo los derechos de autor. Y si esa canción se va viral de alguna manera, corres el riesgo de que el autor te diga, bájala inmediatamente o que te diga, si no tienes los derechos pertinentes, pues tienes que bajar esa canción. Hablemos de fotos, Candice.
También, if for the photos, it's the same. You cannot use somebody's photos without their permission. So if I have and I want to post it on my social media, I need to get permission from the actual photographer. If I don't have permission, then it's infringement. They can have me take it down. They can sue me for it. So the best bet is not to repost other people's pictures, especially if you are, very famous or if you are using
Candice,
on social.
te perdí por un momento, pero básicamente es el mismo, es el mismo principio de las canciones y de los derechos de autor. Tienes que pedir permiso al dueño de esa publicación, de hecho, no, permiso al fotógrafo para que esa persona te dé permiso de usar la imagen que ella tomó. Ahora, hay un caso muy interesante que a mí me dejó muy impresionada y sorprendida cuando un artista muy grande pone una foto de ella, pero el fotógrafo la demanda porque él fue quien tomó la foto. Se han dado casos así. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
The photographer is suing the superstar because, hey, that's my
exactly.
picture, that's my image. I took that picture and I own, even though it's, let's say, I'm giving
I
an
mean,
example, even though it's Jennifer Lopez, la foto le pertenece a la persona que
I'll
tomó,
person, yes, see, I'll photographer.
al fotógrafo. ¿Cuál ha sido un caso muy sonado que tú recuerdes? ¿Algún caso que tú quieras compartirnos de alguna demanda que aún no puedes creer que resultó que tuvieron que pagar dinero?
Repeat that. No, no entiendo.
So, do you have, do you recall a a big lawsuit where the superstar had to pay money to a photographer?
There's a lawsuit. I can't think of the name right now, but I will. There is a suit that happened in the last couple of years over social media where an artist or celebrity did post a photograph that was taken by a famous photographer and a lot of money for the use of the photograph.
True. Now, every time there are more and more songs around the planet, and it's almost impossible to know every song before let's say I'm composing a song, and 2 months later, someone says that it sounds like her song. Like this other author claims that my songs sounds like her song, right? Um,
Mhm.
what is what is the law for that? I mean, how do you show that you don't commit any fraud or
Can't really give legal advice over this interview, but the best way to sort of protect yourself from that is to make sure that you are communicating with your production team and whoever is your songwriters to ensure you're not using anybody's copyright in your music else from somebody
I lost you, Candice? No,
rights for you
please.
so that you can have permission to use it.
So that's my next question. So if I ask permission to use a couple of, like a little part of a famous song, do I have to pay for that, or it's just like for free? Oh,
Hello?
oh, I was asking you, si yo quiero usar un pedacito de una canción famosa en mi nueva canción, ¿tengo que pagar? ¿Me ves, Candice? Oh,
Estoy aquí.
pero no te, ¿sabes qué? Te me estás congelando. Ahora,
Sí, ahora. Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay.
Bueno,
Dos.
vamos a hablar de Posh Rebel, porque me imagino, mi, mi, mi última pregunta era si yo uso una canción y doy crédito a esa canción, ¿tengo que pagar algo al compositor real?
See, if you're using a portion of a song, you still have to, even if it's a famous song, you get permission and then you're gonna have to pay. Most of the time, it depends on what the original songwriters want you to pay. They'll either ask for a percentage of the new song and a fee, or they can give it to you for free if they want, but it's very unlikely that that's gonna happen.
Lo que Candice está diciendo es que es muy poco probable que el autor de la canción te la dé de gratis, pero lo que sí es que se usa poner pues cierta cuota o el porcentaje, un porcentaje del profit de la canción nueva, pero sí tienes que pedir permiso. Son cosas muy interesantes, Candice, y que con las que tú trabajas todos los días en Posh Rebel. Cuéntame de tu compañía. Tell me more about Posh Rebel.
Okay. Pashuapol es una compañía de manejo de negocios a la música y licensing de música, synchronizations and samples. Esta compañía es, I'll say that again in English. I don't know how was that? Did that make sense?
That was good. That was good. Don't feel bad.
Okay, hold on. So I'll
Tell me
repeat
more
it.
about tell me more about Posh Rebel. I love the name, by the way. Posh
Gracias.
Rebel.
Gracias. El nombre es Pashuapol Entertainment.
Posh Rebel Entertainment.
Sí. Okay.
Cuéntame, voy a poner acá tú. Ajá. De qué se trata tu compañía? You can tell me in English.
Well, I want to try to say it in Spanish.
Go for it.
Okay. So I kind of wrote some of it down because I thought I would have a challenge with some of the words. Okay, I got it. La compañía de Posh Rebel, la compañía de Posh Rebel manejó negocios de música y licensing para nueva música y synchronization o sample licensing y trabajo con influencers para negocio también.
¿Qué es lo más emocionante de tu carrera?
Me emocionan, what excites me the most es ver el producto terminado. Si así una canción nueva o las campanas de publicidad de que negocia or something I negotiate the terms on, to see the final product and to know that I was able to help the creatives get to their final product and without having to worry about the business terms. I love seeing the new song, watching the video. That's my favorite part.
So, ver nacer, lo que más te emociona es ver nacer ese bebé, desde que estaba en un huevito hasta que se hizo toda una realidad y sacan la música en el radio, sacan el video, sacan toda la promoción. And you're the one who's watching the legal side of everything.
Well, I mean, I play a small role in the legal team. A lot of these artists have their bigger legal teams, and I just do the licensing and the sampling. Um, but it makes me feel good to know that even if I played a small part, I did help that project come to life, and that's what excites me the most. I love when the song gets released and I get to listen to it, even though I've already heard it before the release. I just love being a part of what the public gets to hear.
Exacto, te emociona hasta que el producto final llega al público y me dice que bueno, que aunque ella no hace no vigila todo el campo legal, pero sí le tocan esas partes muy importantes que son, por ejemplo, revisar todas las licencias y todos los permisos para que no haya ningún problema y todo esté en orden, porque muchas veces los artistas no tienen tiempo de estar o ni siquiera sus managers tienen el conocimiento de cosas legales que uno no se imagina. ¿Por qué decidiste enfocarte en el campo en español con los latinos?
So the good thing is a lot of Latin American contracts are in English. So,
True. Los contratos de los artistas latinos están en inglés. Yes. Y por eso empezaste a trabajar ¿quién fue la primera persona latina con la que empezaste a trabajar?
sí, pero I understand Spanish better than I speak it, and I understand the culture because I grew up in Miami. So I have sort of this love relationship with Latin culture. I grew up listening to Daddy Yankee. I grew up listening to Evie Queen in Miami. So, so I'm a big fan of the culture, and I think what is important for me with my clients is that I understand what's important to them, and I respect the culture, and I'm working on the language part.
Está trabajando en su español, chicos, pero creció en la ciudad de Miami escuchando a Daddy Yankee, escuchando a Ivy Queen y ha sido parte de la comunidad, pues también bilingüe, creciendo en una ciudad como Miami. ¿Cuáles son los retos a los que te enfrentas? Danos un ejemplo de cómo es un problema con los que te enfrentas en tu trabajo, un reto.
Let's see if I understand. What's the problem that I face sometimes when I was starting the company?
Ya, sí, en tu área, ¿cuál viene siendo uno de los mayores, sí, retos, metas,
Entiendo. I think sometimes the biggest problem is just finding out.
challenge? It's more like, I'm sorry, like a challenge, or the challenges that you faced.
Okay, I get it. Do you want to repeat the question? But I think I understand now.
¿Cuáles son los mayores retos a los que te enfrentas? What are those challenges that you faced every day?
I think the biggest challenge sometimes is that music is very fragmented. La música es muy fragmentada. ¿Es
Yeah.
correcto? Sometimes you're looking for a copyright owner that you can't find because maybe they wrote a song 20 years ago, they're not in the industry anymore, and you have to sort of track them down because you still need their permission for whatever project you're working on now. So that can be the most challenging part.
You know that's a big case right now with reggaeton.
Yes.
That people say, oh no, that's originally that rhythm is such and such. I don't know the name, but I'm sorry, it has a name.
So there's a big reggaeton and reggae lawsuit right now where some artists from the Caribbean are saying that some of the reggaeton tracks feature their original beats so that it was created from their beats, which it's no secret that reggaeton was birthed from reggae. A lot of the drum patterns came from the reggae and the dancehall culture. But for the clients that I work with, I can say that the songs that we've worked on, if they do have any elements, we definitely go out and license it. So we're not infringing on anyone's copyright. But I don't know the totality of all the songs that are in that catalog for the lawsuits. But I'll say for my clients and the songs that we've worked on, we do make sure that if there are any elements from any other song, whether it's a reggae song, a hip hop song, or an older Latin song, we go out and make sure that we have the rights.
Eso debe ser bien difícil, Candice, porque te tienes que escuchar muchísimas canciones. Lo que está diciendo Candice es que entre el reggaetón y el reggae siempre ha habido esa disputa de que el reggaetón tiene muchos ritmos de reggae. No es ningún, ¿verdad? No es ningún secreto que el reggaetón tiene una base de reggae y están diciendo que muchos tambores y el beat que tiene está basado en música de reggae, pero ella se encarga de revisar que no se esté infringiendo ninguna o que se esté plagiando algún ritmo y así es como ustedes protegen pues a sus clientes porque ya hay demasiada música y ahora tenemos el internet, ahora tenemos otras herramientas. Nowadays we have internet, we have other tools to compare. Like
Mhm.
we have a lot of possibilities out there and it's good and bad because now we can search for music in Germany or in Africa and in any country around the world and see and being also at the same time being influenced by a lot of music.
I think now music, because there's so much music out there, everything is influenced by a lot of different sounds. I think it's very easy to be influenced by the sounds that you hear that you heard growing up or the things that that you're hearing around town. So I think it's really challenging for artists now to come up with new sounds because there's like millions of music out there.
I agree, I agree. Hay un reto muy grande entre los artistas que quieran sacar nueva música porque hay tantos millones y millones de canciones que es difícil crear un ritmo nuevo. Candice Stephenson, thank you very much for all your knowledge, for sharing what you know, and for helping a lot of Latinos in different areas to grow and be without infringing the law.
Thank you so much for having me.
Y, y ahora algo que me quieras decir en español, algo con lo que te hayas quedado ganas de decir. Something that you want to say now in Spanish.
Okay, yes. I think I do want to say something in Spanish. Es muy importante para la artista de música trabajo en las personas tiene trust y
Confianza.
tiene confianza y tiene. Let me try again.
Don't worry.
No, I'm gonna try again. Okay, hold on. Okay. Ahora, yo quiero, es muy importante para artistas de música, tiene los creativos tiene, ahora es muy importante para artistas de la música, tiene las personas, I can't, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Just say it
How bad did it
however you feel
Did
in
it sound bad?
Spanglish.
Okay, I'll say it in Spanish.
All right.
Um, ahora, ahora yo pienso es muy importante para las artistas de la música, tiene las personas that they can trust, right? Las personas that understands the business terms, that can help them with their contracts and understands the importance of their art as well.
Para los artistas es súper importante estar rodado por gente que sepa de la importancia de seguir las leyes y también de que la última parte, what was the last thing that you said?
The importance of their art, la
Y la
importancia
importancia, sí, de su arte, de lo que hacen y el valor que tienen. Muchísimas gracias, Candice, for everything.
thank you,
It was a pleasure. And next time, please don't be shy.
thank you.
Spanglish is okay.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Bye bye. Thank you.